Beginner woodworking project.
Hello, my name is Ken Conley, owner of Conley's Home Improvement and a home improvement do-it-yourselfer. What if I told you that one simple woodworking project could teach you the same fundamental skills that experienced woodworkers use every day? Most people think they need a garage full of expensive tools, years of experience, or some special talent before they can build something worthwhile. The truth is, that's simply not true. Every skilled woodworker started exactly where you are now, with a single board, a few basic tools, and a willingness to learn. In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a simple wooden shelf that not only looks great when it's finished, but also teaches you the core woodworking skills you'll use for countless future projects. Along the way, I'll show you the mistakes most beginners make, the simple techniques that make a huge difference, and the secret that can save you time, money, and frustration. By the end of this video, you'll have the confidence to stop wondering if you can do woodworking and start building something you're proud to put on display in your home. So grab your tape measure and let's build something together. The good news is that you don't need a fully equipped workshop or years of experience to get started. In fact, some of the most valuable woodworking lessons come from simple projects that teach the fundamentals the right way. That's exactly why I chose the project we're building today. It's affordable, beginner-friendly, and practical enough that you'll actually use it once it's finished. More importantly, it will help you develop the core skills that every successful woodworker relies on, giving you a solid foundation for bigger and more ambitious projects down the road. So before we start cutting wood and driving screws, let's take a closer look at the project itself and why it's the perfect place to begin your woodworking journey. For this beginner woodworking project, we're going to build something that is simple, practical, and useful, a wooden shelf. It may seem like a basic project, but don't underestimate what you'll learn along the way. This one project will teach you how to measure accurately, make clean cuts, sand for a professional looking finish, drill pilot holes correctly, and assemble wood pieces with confidence. These are the same foundational skills you'll use whether you're building a bookshelf, workbench, storage cabinet, deck, or almost any woodworking project in the future. One of the reasons I recommend this project to beginners is because it doesn't require expensive tools, advanced woodworking knowledge, or a large workshop. With just a few basic materials and some patience, you can create something that not only looks great, but also serves a purpose in your home, garage, workshop, or basement. Throughout this build, I'll share practical tips I've learned over more than 4 decades of DIY home improvement experience, including mistakes to avoid and simple techniques that can dramatically improve your results. By the time we're finished, you'll have more than just a shelf. You'll have a completed project, new woodworking skills, and the confidence to tackle even bigger DIY builds in the future. Every successful woodworking project begins long before the first cut is made. It starts with careful measuring and planning. In fact, this step is where many beginners either set themselves up for success or create problems they'll have to fix later. Before you touch a saw, take the time to determine exactly where your shelf will be installed and what dimensions will work best for your space. Measure the width, depth, and height of the area, then write those measurements down so you have a clear plan to follow. Use a tape measure, a straight edge, and a pencil to mark your cut lines carefully, making sure every mark is accurate and easy to see. This is also the perfect time to think about how much weight the shelf will need to support and where the wall studs are located if you're mounting it to a wall. One of the most valuable lessons I learned during my early shop class days, and one that has stayed with me throughout more than 40 years of DIY home improvement projects, is the simple phrase, measure twice, cut once. It may sound cliche, but it has saved me countless hours, materials, and frustration over the years. A few extra minutes spent double-checking your measurements now can prevent expensive mistakes later. Remember, woodworking isn't a race. The goal is accuracy, not speed. The more carefully you plan at this stage, the smoother every step of the project will be from this point forward. Now that your measurements and layout are complete, it's time for one of the most exciting parts of the project, cutting the wood. This is where your plan starts becoming a real woodworking project. Before making any cuts, make sure your board is securely supported on a workbench, sawhorses, or another stable surface. If possible, clamp the board in place to prevent movement while cutting. Whether you're using a handsaw, circular saw, or miter saw, the key is to focus on control rather than speed. Many beginners make the mistake of rushing through this step, which often leads to crooked cuts, splintered edges, or wasted material. Instead, keep your eyes on the cut line and guide the saw steadily, allowing the blade to do the work. Don't force the tool through the wood. A slow, controlled cut will almost always produce a cleaner and more accurate result than trying to finish quickly. As someone who has spent decades working on DIY projects ranging from garage makeovers and basement renovations to decks, pergolas, and custom woodworking builds, I've learned that patience during the cutting phase pays off throughout the entire project. A clean cut means less sanding, easier assembly, and a more professional finished appearance. Once your cut is complete, inspect the edge carefully. If there are any rough spots or minor imperfections, don't worry. That's exactly what the sanding step is for. The goal here isn't perfection, it's creating accurate pieces that fit together properly. Every successful woodworking project is built one careful cut at a time, and this step is helping you develop the confidence and skills that will serve you on every project you tackle in the future. With your wood cut to size, it's time for a step that many beginners are tempted to rush through or skip altogether: sanding. But if you want your project to look clean, professional, and feel great to the touch, sanding is absolutely essential. In many ways, sanding is where craftsmanship starts to show. Even the most accurate cuts can leave behind rough edges, saw marks, splinters, or uneven surfaces, and sanding is what transforms a rough piece of lumber into something that looks finished and polished. Start with a medium grit sandpaper, such as 120 grit, to smooth out any imperfections and remove rough spots left by the saw. Be sure to sand with the grain of the wood rather than across it, which helps create a smoother appearance and prevents visible scratches. Once the surface feels smooth, switch to a finer grit, such as 220 grit, to give the wood a finished feel that's ready for paint, stain, or a clear protective coating. Pay special attention to the edges and corners, lightly rounding them over to eliminate sharp edges and make the shelf safer and more comfortable to handle. Throughout my years of DIY home improvement projects, from building decks around my above-ground pool to constructing a wooden bridge and countless interior woodworking projects, I've learned that patience during sanding often makes the difference between a project that looks homemade and one that looks professionally built. Don't think of sanding as a chore. Think of it as the step that reveals the true beauty of the wood. When you're finished, wipe away all dust with a clean cloth or tack cloth so the surface is completely clean and ready for assembly or finishing. The extra time you invest here will pay off every time someone sees or touches the finished project. At this point, your shelf is built and fully functional, but if you really want to take the project to the next level, this is where the transformation happens. Applying a finish may be optional, but it's one of the best ways to enhance the appearance of your work while also protecting the wood from moisture, scratches, and everyday wear. Think of the finish as the final layer that brings out the personality of the project. Depending on the look you're going for, you can choose a clear polyurethane to showcase the natural beauty of the wood grain, a rich stain to add warmth and character, or paint to match the style and color scheme of your room. Before applying any finish, make sure the surface is completely clean and free of dust. Even small particles left behind from sanding can affect the final appearance. If you're using stain, apply it evenly with a brush or clean cloth, working with the grain of the wood and wiping away excess stain to prevent blotchy areas. If you're painting, start with a quality primer and follow with 2 thin coats of paint for the best results. For maximum durability, especially on shelves that will see regular use, consider applying a protective top coat after the stain or paint is dried. Over the years, whether I was finishing basement trim, building decks, constructing outdoor projects like my wooden bridge, or completing custom woodworking projects around the house, I've learned that taking a little extra time during the finishing stage can dramatically improve the final outcome. It's often the difference between a project that looks good and one that looks exceptional. More importantly, it's the stage where you get to step back and see your vision come to life. The wood grain becomes richer, the colors become more vibrant, and the project starts looking less like a collection of materials and more like a finished piece you're proud to display. This final touch not only protects your hard work, but also gives your project a professional appearance that you'll appreciate every time you see it. Before we reveal the finished shelf, let's talk about some of the most common mistakes beginners make and how you can avoid them. The good news is that most woodworking mistakes aren't caused by a lack of skill. They're usually caused by rushing, skipping steps, or failing to plan ahead. One of the biggest mistakes is inaccurate measuring. A small measurement error at the beginning can create bigger problems later, resulting in pieces that don't fit together correctly or shelves that aren't level. Another common mistake is making rushed cuts. Many beginners try to force the saw through the wood too quickly, leading to crooked cuts, splintered edges, and wasted material. Skipping the sanding process is another mistake that can make an otherwise good project look unfinished and rough. Sanding may not be the most exciting part of woodworking, but it's one of the most important steps for achieving a professional appearance. Failing to drill pilot holes before driving screws is another issue that often leads to split wood, weakened joints, and unnecessary frustration. I've seen this happen countless times over the years, and it's one of the easiest mistakes to prevent. Another common problem is neglecting to use a level when installing the shelf. Even if the shelf looks straight by eye, a slight tilt becomes very noticeable once items are placed on it. Finally, many beginners focus so much on finishing quickly that they overlook safety. Wearing safety glasses, securing materials properly, and using tools according to the manufacturer's instructions should always be priorities. Throughout my decades of DIY projects, from garage makeovers and basement renovations to building decks, pergolas, and custom woodworking projects, I've learned that mistakes are part of the learning process. Every experienced woodworker has made them. The key is not avoiding mistakes completely, but understanding them, learning from them, and improving with every project. If you take your time, follow the process, and focus on doing each step correctly, you'll avoid most of the problems that frustrate beginners and end up with a project you'll be proud to show off. Now, take a moment to look at what you've accomplished. Just a short time ago, this project was nothing more than a piece of lumber, a handful of tools, and an idea. Through careful planning, measuring, cutting, sanding, assembly, and finishing, you've transformed those raw materials into something useful, attractive, and built entirely with your own hands. That's the real payoff of woodworking. Yes, you now have a functional shelf that can organize a room, display treasured items, or provide much-needed storage space, but the biggest transformation isn't the wood, it's you. Every step of this project has helped you develop new skills, build confidence, and gain a deeper understanding of how things are made. The next time you walk through a home improvement store, you'll look at lumber differently. The next time you see a piece of furniture or a woodworking project, you'll begin thinking, I could build that. That's how every DIY journey grows. I experienced that same feeling years ago in shop class when simple projects taught me skills that eventually led to building decks, a wooden bridge, a pergola, finishing an entire basement, and countless other home improvement projects over the years. Each project started with one small success that built confidence for the next challenge. This shelf may seem like a simple project, but it's actually something much bigger. It's proof that you can take an idea, create a plan, and turn it into reality. That's a skill that extends far beyond woodworking. Whether your next project is another shelf, a workbench, a cabinet, or something even larger, you've already taken the most important step by getting started. Today, you didn't just build a shelf. You built experience, confidence, and momentum for every project that comes next. If this project gave you the confidence to start woodworking, imagine what you could accomplish with a complete step-by-step roadmap. That's exactly why I created my beginner woodworking starter guide, to help new DIYers avoid costly mistakes, learn the fundamentals faster, and build projects with confidence from day one. Inside the guide, you'll find tool recommendations, project planning tips, beginner-friendly woodworking advice, and practical lessons I've learned through more than 40 years of hands-on DIY home improvement experience. Whether you're interested in building shelves, storage solutions, workshop projects, furniture, or larger home improvement builds down the road, this guide will help you create a solid foundation for success. You can download the guide using the link below and keep it as a reference for your future projects. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to Conley's Home Improvement and turn on notifications because I've got more beginner woodworking projects, DIY tutorials, home improvement tips, garage projects, basement renovations, and budget-friendly upgrades coming your way. Also, leave a comment below and tell me what woodworking project you'd like to build next. I read every comment and often use your suggestions to create future videos. Remember, every expert woodworker started as a beginner. The difference is they took that first step and kept building. Download your free guide, subscribe to the channel, and let's continue building skills, confidence, and a DIY legacy together, one project at a time. At the end of the day, measure twice, cut once, and never rush quality craftsmanship. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next project. Conley's Home Improvement. Making your home look good, one project at a time. Beginner woodworking project. Follow at Conley's-Home Improvement. Thanks for subscribing and following.